Being on set is such a huge group effort. It is astounding the amount of people that it takes to make this thing. And so to just be able to witness it up close, it's a really privileged position.
It's quite nice to have experienced the madness and go through that journey and then be able to sort of take a step back and really appreciate it and see what all the hard work that everyone's doing, and to watch Luke and Yeren explore this crazy journey.
It was really daunting joining the world of Bridgerton, and I was pissing myself. Can I say that word? Okay, I'm pissing myself.
It feels so long ago since we did the first season. The thought that we're on 4 is mind-blowing.
Hi, I'm Luke Thompson.
Hi, I'm Yeren Ha.
Come with us for a day of shooting Bridgerton Season 4.
Today's date.
As in real life.
I actually have no idea. What is
Today's date. Fuck.
What's today's date?
I don't even know what day it is, but it's Thursday.
2025. That's good.
It's the first. No, it's not the 1st of May, is it? 2nd.
1st of June.
Wait, first. Pinch punch, first of the month.
Is it the 1st? Fantastic.
1st of May. It's great. I don't know what date it is anymore.
Oh no! I was really coming in this year being like, I am not going to look like I did last time, and I look exactly the same. Shit.
We have been shooting since September.
I feel like I've been here for some time.
We have been shooting this series for probably about 9 months now. Home stretch.
it really does take as long as everyone thinks.
Episode?
Yeah.
Oh, because we've gone back. So this is 5.
This is episode 5. So we're about halfway through what will be the start of the second section of the show.
We are filming Hyacinth's recital / Bridgerton recital.
Which is one of my favourite scenes of the season, actually.
We started Hyacinth's recital yesterday and we'll shoot it for about 4 days.
We are close to the end of our schedule. We lost one of our locations, so we had to come back and we got to build this amazing set behind me. We have 4 scenes to shoot within this room and a ton of tiny conversations happening and looks and all kinds of things. There are about 5,000 people in this scene, at least in my mind. The hardest thing about filming this scene is that there are about 18 principal actors and about 51 to 60 supporting actors. I try to get here early when I'm directing and just walk the set myself and walk in the feet and the steps of everybody that I'm going to be directing so that I believe whatever I'm asking them to do. Once I block the scene, then we show the crew and then we start setting up cameras. There's just a lot of moving parts and a lot of music and a lot of dancing.
The challenge for a director is there are so many stories within the scene that have to be told. It's planning what your shots are, how it's all going to tie together, getting the actors all ready and prepared, keeping the actors focused because they screw around a lot. Always a challenge. You know, there's so many elements that come together, lighting and multiple aspects of hair and makeup and costumes. So bringing all those things to the forefront and having everything sync up, it takes a large village to make that happen.
This is my first episode of Bridgerton, and it has been absolutely incredible. Every single part of this process, every crew member, every cast member has felt like home.
The buzz is real. We've got these dances in, we've got these arrangements of these cool songs, and Hyacinth's so cute. She's just so sweet.
She's not old enough to go to a ball. Basically, she planned a recital so that all her friends her age can come and dance for everyone. She's kind of hoping to meet the love of her life. Spoiler, she doesn't find love.
Although I must say, I'm rather thirsty after such activity.
As am I. I shall fetch some lemonade.
Someone offering you a lemonade is like the sign of love. I'm like, oh, I really need lemonade. And then he ends up drinking the lemonade himself. It's fine. It's literally fine. And then I realise he's not the love of my life. She's got high standards.
There is a part in the script where it says we're with our girls, and I'm giving her a descent down the stairs. I want to give her that moment to shine and to kind of take in her ball. She's been really aching for this moment to find her true love. So I'm really excited to kind of give us a peek at what that might look like when we get it in a couple years.
But it's a different thing when the camera's on you. It feels like a different added pressure. You realise like, oh my gosh, we actually have to get this right now. So the first dance, which we're filming today and we filmed yesterday, a bit slower. It's the chaperone dance. It's to Billie Eilish. It's kind of a slower beat. But the dance I'm filming tomorrow with Gregory in it is to Charlie XCX, and it's literally like an endurance test.
Music interlude.
I keep waking up like not being able to walk because my calves are like pounding. And also the weather decided to be the hottest it's been all year, very sweaty, which is great.
What has been the hardest aspect of filming today's scene?
Wearing my Spanx, because they've ceased spanking. I'm just going to make that clear because I've worn them for nearly 9 months. So they're starting to roll up. But it's so hot today that I have to have them on. Otherwise, I'm going to get some sort of blister. I shouldn't be allowed to speak to people.
Today is Benedict and Violet's confrontation scene, and it was honestly the most jarring part of the script for me. I felt so bad for her, and I felt like we were seeing a new color on him. So we'll be shooting that on the stairwell, and we'll get to see him in a new element of kind of speaking up for himself and putting his chest out a little bit, and we'll see Violet kind of taking a step back. We've seen that a little bit with Antony in the past, but then I think this feels different coming from someone like Benedict.
Whatever is going on between the two of you, it is not appropriate.
Mother, before you chastise me, might I inquire what you are doing with Lord Anderson? You are bedding a man who is not your husband with your children sleeping down the hallway. That is none of my business, but nor is mine yours.
I think Sophie feels very conflicted about Benedict's attention in this scene because she likes feeling seen, but I think at this stage in Sophie's arc, she still doesn't feel completely worthy of it. And also, he did ask her just prior to this episode to be his mistress.
Be my mistress.
And I think that was a little bit of a slap in the face for her because I think she still has her morals and her values. So it is this kind of internal struggle and inner conflict that she's dealing with, but she still loves him and desires him. Yeah, it's hard, but she likes the attention, and who doesn't?
Benedict has been pursuing Sophie, and Violet has seized on that and has doubts about his intentions, and so is trying to step in. But at the same time, Benedict has spotted something's going on with Violet. He sort of throws that back in her face. Which is fair in some ways and a bit unfair in others, because her husband did die a few years ago now.
I'm trying to stop him pursuing Sophie. I realise that they like each other. I clearly don't know to what extent, but I need him to leave her alone. And I confront him about this, and he confronts me about my relationship with Anderson, which is a little bit of a shock.
So this last season, it was the flirtation. It was the beginning of the interest between Violet and Anderson. Now we've been intimate and we've really developed a real love for each other, well, at least from Anderson's perspective.
I think he's using it to shut me up over what's going on in his life. If it's none of his business, so therefore it's none of my business. I don't know if he particularly is scandalised by it, but I think it in society would be scandalised by it if it was public.
When I watched Luke work this year, I feel like he was just always supposed to do this and was supposed to lead this show. Like, he's so good at it. He's got the perfect professional personality to thrive in this environment. Myself and Luke have been in the show since day one, so Luke's had the same experience that I have, and now he's just stepping into the lead a year later. He's a pro. He doesn't need any advice. He's just like plain sailing.
Been 6 years since I've been on this job, which is mad.
It was one of my first ever jobs. It's been really magical. So it's been like 5 years, 6 years since 2019. Can I count? Maybe. Who knows?
I get away with murder on this job. Don't need to ride a horse, don't need to dance, don't need to do any pianoforte or that stitchy mabobs. Nothing.
I have been on Bridgerton since I was 11, since 2019.
She feels like she was so young. I mean, she was young. I met her when she was 11 years old, and I'm so protective of her and Will. But I also think I'm probably a terrible influence, so...
These are my longest days I've ever done, because before I could only be on set for 8 hours, but now they can have me as long as they want. So I'm really learning what it is to be a true actor on Bridgerton.
We knew Florence when she was this tall, and now I think she's taller than me now. She's running around with Gregory playing tag, in the first season, and now here she is, getting ready for what this world is. She really is fantastic. Her comic timing, every time we have kind of a new scene that we're all excited to see what she's going to do with it, she's hitting it out of the park, and it's exciting to see someone who has really kind of grown, not only as a person, but as an actor.
We've grown up with them, so in a way it's almost like mirroring what Hyacinth is going through of becoming a young lady. Ruth feels exactly like Violet does. It's really lovely to see.
I feel like as an actor, it's one of the most special experiences anyone could have asked for, to live a character and grow up with the character. It's like an alternative personality almost. Just feel very fortunate to have had that experience.
The thing I find most exciting about season 4 is seeing downstairs. The maids, the footmen, the staff, the sort of engine of the Bridgerton house, and how love can transcend those boundaries, which is what Benedict and Sophie show.
Something new for us is playing the kind of class difference. In this particular time period, there was a lot of rules that you didn't, so that's created really nice barriers and obstacles for our storytelling, but really for them, where they are in society, to kind of come to that area where they can be together and that challenging journey that they have.
We're getting to know the sort of lifestyle of these people and of Footman John, like the daily grind, the daily drama that kind of is pretty incessant when it comes to Footman John. He's constantly being hauled over here, hauled over there, whipping up a carriage, getting someone out of trouble. But we're also seeing the more sensitive side of him. I think he aspires to be part of the Bridgerton, clan, and he wants to fall in love himself. So we're starting to see a little bit of that. Sophie Beck, who is a new maid in the Bridgerton house. There's been a little bit of flirtatious tension, I suppose, between Benedict and Sophie.
Yaron has been just a tremendous addition to our world in this process. It's always exciting looking for that chemistry with our new group. Luke, we've known as Benedict since day one, so to have someone new in the mix, there's been this excitement. The mechanism that works with this show is discovering this new couple and what is their chemistry, where do they find each other, and these iconic scenes from the books that we were able to film has kind of exceeded what our expectations were.
Bridgerton's unique in that sense that it does each time revolve around a new set of people. And obviously I know them all because I've been here for 6 years, and it's quite exciting to be a cheerleader because you're sort of like, wow, everyone's like, you can do this, it's amazing. I think the reason people love Bridgerton is because they love romance, right? And getting to see how each sibling sort of faces that and deals with intimacy and love with their own unique way. The way Anthony did it is very different to how Benedict has done it and is doing it. And the way Daphne did it was different to Colin. And I think we'll continue to see that. I guess just love is love's everything, isn't it? Oh, God, don't end on that. You can't end with me saying love is everything. I'll die.